It's Saturday, August 20th, the one-horse racing day of the year at Desert Park in Osoyoos. This is the fourth year the horse races have returned to Osoyoos after a hiatus of more than a decade. It's a popular event, and people are streaming in. This is not Hastings Racetrack. There's a small-town friendly atmosphere not experienced at the larger tracks. Only in Osoyoos would you place your bets with the town's mayor.
Somebody need something? I'm happy. I'm open.
The races rely on an army of volunteers, and everybody pitches in. $2 to win number one. It's a blazing hot day. The official forecast is 35 degrees, but it's much hotter in the open sunshine. Tom Shields has been calling the races at Desert Park since 1980. He was expecting a great crowd before the races kicked off.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks pretty good. And that's good because it's hot. If there's anything, the weather culprit to us usually is heat. And we've already warned the bettors here today to bet quickly because once they get on post braid, we don't want the horses out in the sun.
The first race is quarter horses, and they're fast. If you blink, you might miss them.
Come on, Trace! Put it to him, Trace! Come on, Trace! Come on! Trace! Come on!
Sometimes the horses are listening, and shouting to them does the trick. There are long breaks between each race. This time, Nevada Dennison is introduced. She did well at a major barrel racing competition in the U.S.
We'd like to draw your attention out on the track. This is our hometown girl, Nevada Dennison, who made it and qualified to the National High School Rodeo Finals down in Gillette, Wyoming. And, like this kid did us proud, the town of Osoyoos. She finished 23 out of 183 barrel racers.
Councillor Carol Youngberg presented her with a check from Desert Park. Before the second race, the horses are led around the paddock where people can look them over before placing their bets. Some people bet because they like the name of the horse. Others study the racing form and give the horses a good looking over at the paddock. But horses are unpredictable and can be temperamental, and things sometimes go wrong. That didn't look good at all. What happened there? The horse was quickly back on its feet, but it began running around the track in the wrong direction, toward the other horses that were approaching. Fortunately, the horse and jockey were both okay, and the races continued. And everybody got ready for the third race, with the jockey back on his feet and ready to ride. Each race is a burst of excitement, lasting seconds or maybe a minute or so. But there are long pauses between races and you can't be in a hurry. It's time to socialize with friends, place more bets or maybe cash in, and there are plenty of beautiful horses to admire. The fourth race is now underway. And there are awards and victory photos for the winners. Horse racing at Desert Park got back on its feet in 2013 thanks to the hard work of the Desert Park Exhibition Society. With assistance from local governments, teams of volunteers restored the grandstands, fixed the building, and cleaned out piles of pigeon poop. It's now a great facility for events and for winter horse training. There goes the 5th race. Number 3, Sneakin' Cat, is way out in front.
Thank you very much.
Bad starting, folks. Give a big fine round of applause.
That race was held in appreciation of Brian Starkey, who has operated the old starting gates for many years. There was a 6th and final race, but unfortunately only 4 of the 8 originally scheduled horses ran.
How did you feel about the way that today went?
Today was exceptional. The turnout, the attitude of the people are so excited. Over and over again we have them say, keep these races going, it's so much fun. Everybody gets excited. It's just a complete family entertaining day. And I think we had great participation, horses, owners, jockeys, trainers.
Carol Youngberg is no longer in charge of the races, but she still puts in long hours helping on race day.
And today's paybacks on some of the races were absolutely phenomenal and surprise to everybody because we've so many bettors. And a lot of money into the parimutuels. We've had beer sell out 2 or 3 times. We've had food sell out. So we feel it's been a very successful day.
This is Richard McGuire, digital editor with the Osoyoos Times and Aberdeen Publishing.